Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Swan Gordon back with another Basement Brew edition. I know, it's been a long time. I've been moving and getting relocated, trying to figure out where to put my desk. This is not the final resting place. So if it sounds a little echoey, that would be why. Regardless, I'm back with Izzet Fury in Historic. I used to play this deck a little bit in Standard, I think, when all the cards were legal, well, at least when Sprite Dragon was legal. I love Sprite Dragon. And it's just fun to pump up these creatures, get the prowess triggers going, and just swing it in for massive damage. And it's always fingers crossed we can get it in without losing one of our creatures. There are some new tools in Historic too, so let's go to the deck list. Here's my Izzet Fury deck. We're obviously running 3 Stormwing entities and 3 Sprite Dragons. Look, I just love Sprite Dragon. Can't get enough of this card. I like cards that kind of just grow as the game goes on. You're putting counters on it. It's nice that it has haste. That comes up often. And then Stormwing entity, I feel like if we can cast this on turn 3, it is pretty strong. It's a big body. A lot of the stuff that messes with CMC costs doesn't quite hit the Storming entity, so that's all really good. This is really the card, though, Unleashed Fury, that we want to be seeing with the Stormwing entity, with the Sprite Dragons, as well as the Raking Claws. These two cards together can really swing for a very powerful swing come turn 4 if everything turns out the right way. And just look at this card. This guy's just smashing this Ox in the face with his fist. It's insane. We've got some interaction as well. We've got Unholy Heats, which have been a really strong card. The Delirium we get quite a bit, and with that Delirium, we're also playing some Dragon's Rage Channeler. I don't really see a point not to have this card in any spell slinging sort of deck. You get your graveyard going pretty quick, and then this thing itself turns into a threat. If you play this on turn 1, it really needs to be answered. We got Faithless Looting, which is just a great card to sift through our deck. 1 Spike Field Hazard for some removal. And then this Expressive Iteration card, which I think is very strong on turn 2 to find our 3rd land, and then also starts to beef up our creatures. We're playing 2 Chandras. Again, just a card that I think is just strong in general. It does a lot of stuff. It does damage. It can add you mana. It's removal. I just really like this Chandra. And then 1 Crackling Drake, maybe just to get into late game, get a Crackling Drake going. It can be huge. If they can't find removal for it, it usually is swinging in for lethal by the time you're playing the Crackling Drake. So we do want some threats. Sideboard is just kind of a mismatch of some good Izzet control cards. And obviously we've got Soul Guide Lanterns for all of the... we've got a lot of graveyard strategies going on in Historic right now with the food decks, Mystical Disputes for any kind of control matchups that are playing blue. I personally like Spell Pierce. I don't see a lot of Spell Pierces, but it's a card that just makes me feel safe, to be honest. 1 Negate, a couple of Braids, a couple of Aether Gusts, just kind of a little toolbox we can go to if there's something that's going to destroy us in a best of 3 matchup that we can turn to and hopefully find something out of our sideboard to save us. Well, this is the deck. Let's go to the first game. Here we are, first match. Let's see what we get teamed up against. I really just like playing this deck. I feel like it's also one of these decks that sometimes it feels like we know we're going to win really quick, or we might just be way behind the gun and we just have to kind of scoop it up and just take our losses. Definitely taking the play. This is looking not great. I like the mana. I like the Dragon's Rage Channeler. I love the 2 Chandras. This could be a bad keep, but let's go ahead. I said this is not professional Magic, okay? This is Basement Brews. Drinking all the liquids here. We'll pay the 2 life. We'll get the Dragon Rage Channeler going on. No need not to do that. Uh-oh, this could be a life gain situation. I think we play this tapped. We just get rid of this thing right off the bat. We don't want to see this thing. Dump that. In the graveyard. Now we've got 2 instances in the graveyard for our Dragon Rage Channeler. We'll attack for 1. It's like we're playing a life gain strategy. We just don't want to be messing around with Soul Wardens in the life gain strategy. All these little 1-drop creatures that have the ability to gain life when creatures enter the battlefield. That's really, it seems like the backbone for these life gain decks. Taking their time, which is fine. So we got 2 cards in for, oh, another Soul Warden. Okay. Okay. A lot of Soul Wardens there. I think we probably attack here, even though I'm sure they're going to take the damage. We're just going to play this and just hope that we find our 4th land. or else we're going to be in trouble already. Wow. Okay. Well, opponent had all 4 Soul Wardens in hand. This Ajani's Primate is going to get enormous. That was quite an unfortunate start for us, I must say. All right, I think we just play Chandra here. Do we play Chandra or should we attack first? They're not going to block. They got so much. I don't know if there's much we can do right now that's going to get us out of this situation, unfortunately. I just think we keep dumping cards. Guess we need to try to kill one of these Soul Wardens. It feels really bad to do so, but we have to buy ourselves as much time as possible. Holy guacamole, they got a lot of life gain. Okay, as long as they don't hit another creature, we could be all right. I think we keep Chandra alive here. This brings our other Dragon Rage Channeler online. So we're not totally dead yet, which is good. I think we want to probably plus this up first.
Yep.
It's a land. We'll deal the 2 damage. Unfortunately, we can do this and hopefully find another land to play our Stormwing entity, which sounds good. So let's do that. Unleash Fury is a card we definitely would like to have, but I just don't know if it's going to do the trick for us right now. I think we have to dump it in the graveyard, unfortunately. Not find a land. So that is definitely unfortunate. We've got an instant, so we need a sorcery in there or a planeswalker. We don't have a creature either. All right, so if we dump one of our creatures, and I guess we dump this other Chandra. This will at least get our Unholy Heat on board to kill Ajani's, which seems good right now. Let's keep that here now. We have to attack, so we're probably going to lose Chandra, which feels bad, but oh well. Not the card we wanted to see. Obviously not the card we wanted to see. This card just gets so unbelievably strong. Righteous Valkyrie is probably the linchpin for these life gain decks. We can attempt to attack and see what happens. Okay. I think we play it for sure. Let's keep that there. Okay. We're not dead yet, but we've got a long way to go for sure. These Soul Wardens just keep working. They just don't stop. I think we like what's on top here. They opt into the Raking Claws, gets in for a big chunk of damage. Okay. I just don't think we want to play any creatures still. I think we just get into the we just get the damage in here while we can. Yikes. 10 damage and they're just back down to 21. Feels bad, but what are you going to do? Valkyrie comes back. Oh boy, and it goes on board right away. And it gets a lot bigger. All right. Yeah, I mean, we definitely... Let's see what they do here. Will they make the mistake again? No, they won't this time. I mean, we're just dead. Yeah. Unfortunately. All right, let's go to game 2. See, again, I think we have some stuff in our sideboard that can hopefully deal with this. Okay, I think for this matchup, we definitely want this dual shot. We definitely want both of our braids. Spell Pierce for Heliod, Spell Pierce for that enchantment. I feel like we probably want to take out the Raking Claws. We just need to go a little bit more control heavy. So I think we'd probably take out the Unleash Furies too. Unfortunately, we're just not going to be able to one-shot this deck if the life gain kind of keeps going, and that's kind of the point of this deck, is to one-shot it. Hey, Soul Guide Lanterns. All right. Soul Guide Lanterns we can use to hopefully get rid of the graveyard if we do kill the creatures. We're going to take our chances here. I know. This is trash magic. I understand. But we're trying hard. Feel good about that Soul Pierce. Wow, we got lucky. We'll take it. I don't care. All right, so I think we do a Sprite Dragon here because if they do play one of their creatures, then we can Unholy Heat it and start getting the counters on Sprite Dragon, which feels good. Okay, Authority of the Councils. Okay, wow. All right. Dual shot. Okay, so all of our removal feels really strong. I think we just hold here. Let's consider to try to find a land. That was really bad sequence of events. I understand that. Faithless Looting. I think we discard. Yeah, it'll go to us, back to us. Okay. We'll see what we can do here. We kind of want to get this Unholy Heat going on for sure. Just sniping every chance we get here. Want to keep kind of chipping away and just preventing their big spells here. Okay, they've definitely got a lot of life gain stuff going on. So we need to start doing damage. Expressive Iterate here. I think I like Dragon Rage. So let's put Dragon Rage into our hand. Let's bury the Soul Guide back in the library and let's take the mountain. Let's play the mountain. And opt. I think I actually like that too right now. We'll attack 5, and then we're going to hold up removal still instead of playing Dragon Rage Channeler this time. Just holding up removal just seems better, so the triggers hopefully don't start stacking. That will be, as long as we can get one on the stack. Okay, this is a hard one to deal with. Now we wish we had our Furies, our Fury stuff for sure. Okay. So we like this. I think we play Chandra here to start getting more damage in.
You want to go, tough guy?
I think we exile the top card, do 2 damage. Or we can cast it. Let's probably cast this. Let's do the 2. Let's go to combat. Do 6 damage. I think we're looking pretty good here. Are we safe with putting the Dragon Rage in? We shall see. Gosh, they have so much life gain just baked into this deck. I mean, I've got the Abrades in for some of these artifacts, but it's going to be hard. Next turn, we can really play a lot of spells, which will feel good. And then we go back to sideboard. Okay. So 14. What do we have? Instant, sorcery, instant. Okay. We want to go up here. I think we do play this. Yes. I think we opt now. Draw a card. Let's just draw the Consider. Ditch it. That's looking good. Let's play this down. Attack. I'm going to abrade the... Oh, wait, no, we want to destroy artifact, sorry. Destroy target artifact. Let's abrade the helm. What do we got in the graveyard? Let's see. Instant sorcery land. Okay, so we just need something else then. Browser. Let's keep that there. I actually kind of like that. Okay, so this will make our other Dragon Rage Chandler go online, and it will also make our Unholy Heat hit for 6, which is good. Dawn of Hope. Wow, this deck is just chock full of enchantments. What does 9 lives say?
Feel my pain.
9 more incarnation. Okay. So I think we got this one wrapped up. Let's play this. That can go over there. Put one of them in your hand. Let's put this into our hand. Let's bury this one and let's exile that one. Play this out. Play the Sprite. Oh shit. This.
This'll be easy.
Deal damage. Oh, it's 1 per source. Is that right? Okay, I think we hold up Unholy Heat. Okay, I see. So this gives him a lot of time. So we need to find another Braid. Oh, Braid only does artifacts, though. Yep. We are in a battle right now. Okay, I think we probably want to get rid of the Cosmos Elixir. I think we keep this, although they will gain a life. It's Faithless Loot. I like the Faithless Looting there. Let's discard this, and I just don't think we can afford to discard the Unholy Heat, unfortunately. Let's discard the other Sprite. This we want to tick up. We just want to get those counters on 9 lives.
You're going down.
Decline. Another Dragon Rage. Resolve. Okay, they're drawing cards. 7 counters on 9 lives. Annoying, but what are you going to do? This is kind of the game. Okay, this is kind of what we're looking for the Unholy Heat. Pay the 2 mana here. Great. Unholy Heat this thing. Dump it. The 9 lives is getting quite annoying. Let's loot first. Doesn't really matter. We're just looting for the trigger here. Yep. Do this. Deal damage. Alright. So we got around the 9 lives. Not easy. So the question becomes, do we put the Fury and stuff back in the deck? A Braid seems pretty good against all these artifacts, I will say. Chandra seems all right. I don't really love Crackling Drake. Let's take the Chandras out. Let's add Unleash Furies and 2 Raking Claws. And let's take out maybe 1 looting. I don't know if we need as many looting effects. So maybe we take out a Consider, or maybe we take out an Opt. We add another Raking Claws. Let's add these. Okay, kind of going half and half here. Half aggression, half trying to keep some control elements in. Opponent goes first. No removal in opening hand, which does not feel good. We do have Opt and we do have Faithful Saluting. No turn 1 plays good for us. I think we loot right away here. Discard 2 cards. I think we discard this, and I think we discard the Unleash Fury for now. Okay. Would have been great to have seen a land on that, honestly, but we didn't, and that's fine. Orator, we can abrade Orator, so I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to play this. Go 3 damage to it right away. We want to give no chance for the lifelink triggers to get going. I do feel under the gun. Okay. Would have definitely been nice to have. I think we're going to have to Expressive Iterate here because we really want to find burn for this Ajani's Pride Mate while I can. Fortunately, we're just not going to find it. Let's put this into our hand, this into the library, and then exile the Dragon Rage and play the Dragon Rage. Kind of unfortunate there because this Johnny's Pride Mate could just grow and grow and grow. 2 Pride Mates now. All right. So they've got the tools. They just need the lifelink now. We're just not finding what we need to find, unfortunately. Let's opt first. Trying to find burn right now. I think maybe we can't actually draw this. I know I just said we're looking for burn, right? And then here I go playing a fucking Stormwing or Sprite Dragon. All right, I mean, we could have just really screwed ourselves here by not getting rid of, especially the Voice of the Blessed out of all of them. Okay, Soul Warden. We're just going to take it. So we know we need to get rid of Soul Warden, especially. What do we have in the sorcery instant? Okay. Let's opt first and try to find burn again. I know that we need to get rid of the Soul Warden. Oh my goodness, do we just keep all this aggression or do we just get beat next turn? That's really the question here. Let's do it. Let's keep it. Let's go aggression, baby. We've got blockers. Okay, this is actually good. This puts our Dragon Rage Trailers online. This can go. Okay. Oh no, I totally forgot about that, but we had to do it. Okay. Unless they play another creature, I still think we're alive here. Okay. Was it enough? Do they have instant speed? We're just dumping everything right now. There's only one thing that matters. Does the Sprite Dragon get the job done with the Unleashed Furies? Did it work? Did it hold? Was our strategy correct? It was. Wow. Great. Great. Game 1. Victory. Man. That was good. Felt really good. Let's go to the next game. All right, here we go. Game 2. Took our first best of 3. We lost the first one and then won the second 2. Did a little sideboarding, which proved to be pretty helpful. And really just leaned in on Sprite Dragon and the Unleashed Fury and took it away. So let's get into game 2 here, see what we're up against. So I don't really love this because we have no early cantrip and we have no like Dragon Rage Channeler to play down. So we're gonna mulligan. Okay, this looks much better. So we'll keep 6, and I think I'm gonna dump the Unholy Heat because I really don't know what we're up against. So we'll dump Unholy Heat. You know what? I think we can dump a land. Let's dump the Sulphur Falls. So we're gonna Steam Vents and Dragon Rage right away. It's gonna be the play. I like to get Dragon Rage Channeler out and going. This way, it makes them get rid of it. And like, yeah, does it suck that it got rid of? Yeah, of course it does. But it's got to go, right? Let's Faithless Loot first. See if we can draw up here. Okay. Unfortunately, we didn't find... So it looks like so it could be Izzet Control, Izzet Dragons. We have to discard cards. So I think we're going to have to discard... Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to discard the Unleashed Fury and the Expressive. Play this. We'll consider at the end of our turn. I know, Expressive Iteration, next turn seems like a surefire way to find our land, but... Okay, so we really need to find the land and then get the Unholy Heat going for the Smoldering Egg. Let's see what's in our graveyard. We got creature, sorcery, instant sorcery. So we need to send a land to the graveyard. So I think we probably keep this. Okay. Okay. Need to find a third land now for sure. Yeah, Expressive Iteration here is huge for opponent. Gonna drop their land, I'm sure. Okay, so this is all very disappointing, obviously. Without finding our third land, we can't play the Stormwing entities, which would again help us scry. This is too bad. Can I iterate? This is too bad. Not finding lands, just kind of a part of Arena. Anyone who's played Arena knows that there's definitely plenty of times where you get mana screwed or your opponent gets mana screwed. It's just kind of part of Arena. Okay, I mean, we have no other choice. We have to opt to try to find our land here, which thankfully, okay, is also building up our Sprite Dragons. So I think what we can probably do here... Now, we can either play Storming Entity here, or we Unholy Heat their Dragon Rage Channeler. Their Smoldering Egg is going to get... So if this flips, what is it, 7? So if they do 3, that'd be 6. They would just need 1 more. So this is probably going to flip. And then they can start killing our Sprite Dragons. Let's do this. Let's take out the Dragon Rage channelers. That builds our Sprite Dragons up. That might have been a bad move because we might not get another opportunity to play our Stormwing entity like we should be. But I just couldn't help thinking that this thing was going to flip and then start. Okay, the Ox goes to the graveyard. Good play. Okay, this thing is going to flip now. They have one Phoenix in the graveyard. Yikes. That was obviously an unfortunate turn of events for us. The Consider was really good. We definitely ditched Chandra now. It's too late in the game to care about Chandra. We can also just enter this tapped, play Stormwing, which at least gives us a blocker, if nothing else. And I think we can do that. Expressive Iteration seems fine on top. Yeah, we just have to keep pressuring, unfortunately. This will be interesting to see if the... Okay. Looting was really good right there. Wow. Okay, I think that I probably lost this one. Yeah. That was quite good. Yeah. They found the Unholy Heats, and I didn't. So that's about all I can say about that. I think being the aggressor, I still feel, I think we want Soul Guide Lanterns. But being the aggressor, I don't really want to take out any of our big effects here. I don't love Chandra. I think Crackling Drake can be good. Let's do that. That was a tough match. So this is kind of the deck that I built my deck based on, but also it's much different. I'm just not playing Arc Light Phoenix because Arc Light Phoenixes. Gosh, man, that's a hard word to say. All right, let's keep 7. I think we wait and opt. Discard the other looting and discard opt. And we'll hold up Consider. So the Soul Guide Lanterns are so effective because they can shut down their Unholy Heats late in the game. I think we like that. Okay. I think we want to do Expressive Iteration here. I feel good about putting this into our hand. This into the library. And actually, I think we'll take this and play this as land. Sure. Comes in tapped, which sucks, but oh well. So this is sort of like a mirror match for us, but not exactly. Okay, interesting. So opponent has decided to... I think we just want to play one of these out of our graveyard. Test of Talents. Wow. That is a tough pill to swallow. So see you later, all of my faithful salutings. Sad. Big sad. I think we have to try to do Stormwing Entity here. A lot of setup. Okay, so we can kill both of those. Just feels like they're going to storm off again and get them back. So I don't think we kill him yet. I think we just wait. I think we play Stormwing here. Get the Scry. I don't like any of these cards right now. Definitely don't want to kill the Arclight Phoenixes before they're in their main phase, right? Because then they could just go off again and cast a bunch of spells. Yeah, Soulguide Lantern's fine. It's bad for us, but it's not terrible. I mean, I don't really care. Like, we're trying to unholy heat these things. It's just non-creatures. Instant sorceries. Okay, so this is where... Oh, they do have 4 cards. So it's not going to matter. It's going to do 6 damage to us. All right, we just got to let it go, unfortunately. The unholy heats are strong. Probably makes sense to put Fabled Passages into our deck. Now we're going to be kind of suffering. Especially with that. I think we have to cycle this, unfortunately. Yikes. Okay. I'm going to concede. We're going to take an L in game 2. Couldn't quite get the mirror match going. I know what some people might be saying, Swan, why are you conceding so soon? You were still at blah, blah, blah life, and they were blah, blah, blah. I've seen enough of these games. I kind of know when our steam is out. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this deck, you kind of know if you have the momentum still or you don't have the momentum. So let's just go into game 3. All right, here we are. Game 3. First game we won against Mono White Life Gain. Second game we kind of lost. I guess it'd be our closest thing to a mirror match, which is the Arclight Phoenix Izzet deck. We play a lot of the same spells. I'm opting to not opting, no pun intended. I'm opting to not play Arclights and then play some of these Unleash Furies and Claws that hopefully I can just get in with a big swing. They're fun. I like playing those 2 cards in tandem, especially with the Storming Entities. The Arclight Dex is very strong. It's at the top of the historic meta right now, and for good reason. It's really good. They've got a lot of answers to just about anything you can do. Let's see what we get here in game 3. All out of tea. MTG brews, brewing tea. Whew. This is another tough one. I think I'm gonna keep it. Ooh, I know. Oh wow. Again, we got very lucky there. It's looking like we could be up against some kind of control just with the Azorius. Even Jeskai control. This could be a tough matchup as well. I think we'd put that on the bottom. Just don't want to play it right now, you know? This is all right. We could loot. Okay, we can discard one Chandra, and then we can also discard a land. Okay. Unholy Heat's already active, which is nice. Sulfur Falls is a great pickup right there. I do think, unfortunately, that's kind of that. Let's just play out Expressive Iteration here. Archmage Charm, okay. Does that suck? Yes. Yes, it does. But we should be all right. Let's attempt to loot again. Maybe we draw a counter spell here. Okay, no. Okay, unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to ditch the claws in one land here. We're gonna attempt to play this, and we're gonna attempt to play our Stormwing Entity to draw out a counter spell here. This is definitely gonna be Jeskai control. Archmage's Charm. Okay. Yeah, Justice Strike will do it. Still get the Scry. I actually kind of like these cards here right now. I think we're going to be in a battle of resources here. I think we keep the Sprite to apply pressure. They're going to play their Expressive Iteration. Unholy Heat on any of the Teferi Planeswalkers in this deck feels really good right now, though. I will say that. Because those things can just be beaters. They've got their own Unholy Heat. Okay, they do have 2 mana up. So the question becomes, do we risk getting our Chandra countered? Or do we just play Sprite and make them spend a resource on it? I just really didn't want to see Chandra get countered right there. I think... Okay, this is fine. I think Chandra can be a really strong card moving forward. Expressive Iteration's great here. Even if it gets countered, then we can play Stormwing out. One of them into our hand. Let's put the Channeler into our hand, again, for the same reason. Let's put the Unholy Heat back in the library, and let's exile the Sulfur Falls. We can play Falls, and we can attempt, yet again, to play the Stormwing Entity. Yeah. Okay. We're going to play Chandler. Chandler's live, so it is a 3/3 flyer, which doesn't suck. They tapped out in their instant speed phase in order to play all their stuff. Okay, so now I think I just need to swing. And I mean, if the hand here is loaded with answers, and there's just not much that I feel like I can do. One does wonder if they're trying to maybe play something big instant speed. Let's try it. Let's try to get Chandra out. We'll at least get the Surveil trigger. I just don't think this is a good card right now for us, unfortunately. Chandra surely... Wow, okay, Chandra lives. Amazing.
You want to play with fire, huh?
Yeah, I think we just want to go up here.
gonna hurt.
I think that we also want to play this. Looting can go to the graveyard, which gives another looting in our graveyard. Okay, Finale Promise could be good. They had to have wanted to play something really big here, instant speed. Or else I feel like, yeah. Okay, cycling a Shark Typhoon is different, but that's all right. The question being, do we Unholy Heat this Shark right now? I think we're going up.
This'll be easy.
Image. We'll attempt to attack here. This could be another shark, right? Okay. Okay. This is obviously unfortunate. Okay, now this is interesting. All right. These games are always interesting. Rarely do I feel like I have the upper hand. Okay. In a game of against control. I think I do attempt to Unholy Heat here. So the finale can actually.
We're done here.
Okay, so that's fine. Creature cards. Players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. Okay, that definitely hurts. Let's try Sprite. Oh, I can't even use the Faithless Looting. Wait, let's see. You may cast up to one target instant or one from your graveyard. Okay, well, we cannot. Grafdigger's Cage is really shutting us down now. I think that Grafdigger's Cage probably just completely shut us down. I don't really know what I have to get through this. We might just have to go to game 2. I mean, Stormwing Entity's nice. However, it feels like we're just running into removal. But still nice. Crackling Drake's nice. Unholy Heat doesn't seem... Well, Unholy Heat actually does seem alright. Alright. Narset is just so strong. This card can get through so many cards in their deck. Look at the top 4. Lightning Helix. Does Stormwing pretty dirty. Okay.
Keep an open open mind.
Day of Judgment. Just don't think we have the answers here. I don't even have. I honestly think that I might have reached a point in this game where I honestly just don't have a solution. Which is pretty remarkable to think. But without having an answer to the Grafdigger's Cage, I'm feeling as though I am quite up against it. This'll do it. That's all right. In the control, we need to win quicker, obviously. They did spend quite I think Crackling Drake again is it's just too late in the game for it to worry about. Finale of Promise could have been big right there. However, I'm wondering if we don't want to lean as much on our graveyard. So maybe we take that out. Maybe we take out the Lootings. Nah, Looting still seems good. The Unholy Heats, we're fine. I think we put Spell Pierce in. I think we Mystical Disputes in. I think we put Negate in. And I think we want to Braids in too for Chandra's. Jeskai Control, always a strong deck against pretty much any deck I throw together. I just feel like it's very difficult for me to defeat the Jeskai Control. All right, we need a banger. This is looking good enough. I think we do this. I think we just play Faithless Looting right off the bat. I think we're going to discard Opt, and I think we're going to discard one of our lands. That makes Dragon Rage Channeler seem pretty good. We see us. Oh no, we already have a sorcery. Think we're just gonna play Sprite here. This way, if they kill Sprite, it'll activate it'll make our Dragon Rage Channeler good. Now, this could very easily be a counter spell, but I think we have to try. One goes into our hand. Depending on what happens here, we may be able to get a big swing in with Stormwing Entity. Okay, yeah, Grafdigger's is not as detrimental here against us. Feels bad, but not terrible. Okay, so I think we need to opt. We need like a creature or something in there, right? Let's draw that. Whoops, my phone was ringing. How embarrassing, right in the middle of the video. Land? Really would have been great if that Dragon Rage Channeler could have went live there. What else do we need in here? Did they find the answer? That's the real question here. Okay. Did they find the answer for Sprite Dragon? They did. Portable Hole. Wow. What a find with the expressive iteration there. I'm wondering if we play Sprite Dragon, we're attacking for 3. Then that would make it 2, and then 4, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we just need... We need a creature in our graveyard. Instant, doesn't matter. However, it will give us the ability to play Stormwing Entity. Let's try it. Oh, this does matter because now this is a creature. Wow, really great right there. Wow. I will be honest, I do forget about the Surveil trigger on the Dragon Rage Channelers. I do forget about that. I think we're going to keep the same setup here. Yeah, we got all the counter magic in that we have. I don't know what else to say. I mean, we could put Aether Gust in. I mean, to even go even stronger into the counters. But I think we'll just keep this setup. I can't. Sideboarding is not basement MTG Brew strong suit, but so far we've been doing an all right job. All right, this is it. This is the game. Do we have a winning record with Izzet Fury, or do we have a losing record? I think we've had a nice, we got a little mirror match action. We got a little aggro action. Now we're in a straight control situation. Feels good. Feels like we've had a nice little mix of things. Okay, we can't really ask for much more here. Would be nice to have a creature. Like, I would take a Dragon Rage Channeler off the top here. That's all right too. All right. Do we loot? I think so. Discard 2. Think we discard the Opt. Or the Raking Claws and the Consider. Okay, two disputes honestly seems great. We're gonna have to play this slow, unfortunately. What kind of instant speed shenanigans are we going against here? That's the question. What kind of instant speed shenanigans? All right, let's see. The one thing that we can't Mystical Dispute, of course, is a Shark Typhoon. This is actually fine. We actually let this go. I think that I'm going to attempt to abrade this only because I believe that opponent thinks that the graveyard is more important for us than it actually is. The only thing that we're really looking to cast out of the graveyard right now is Faithless Looting. Since we have one in our graveyard currently, if I try to abrade this, I feel like opponent is going to hopefully blow a counterspell on it, which is what I would like to see. I obviously cannot be sure about that. I can't be sure about anything in Magic. Opponent definitely taking their time. All right, let's see if we're correct. Okay. I'm going to attempt to op here instead of Expressive Iteration. Yeah, I think we do want this land again. I think that I don't mind just playing this thing down and saying go. I don't know what it is that I'm really afraid of. Now I think we can safely expressive iterate. Put one of them into our hand. Opt. One of them back in the library. This, and I think we're just going to play Consider. Okay. So we got a creature on deck. All right. Opt again. Bottom that. I think that if this gets countered, we just have to let it get countered. Unfortunately, I think that I just have to let this happen. I think I just have to let that happen. Mystical Dispute feels a little too important. However, the Shark Typhoon's just... All right. Definitely want to get a creature on the board. Let's attempt here. Wow, this is actually huge with the Abrade. Now, of course, could this be a board wipe? Absolutely. If it's a board wipe, too bad. But if it's, you know, one of the planeswalkers or something that we can catch with another dispute, feels really good. The Unholy Heats are just very strong against us, unfortunately. Rest in peace, enters battlefield, exile graveyards. A card token will be put in a graveyard from anywhere exile instead. That's fine. Definitely need to see a creature there. Now we still have a lot of creatures in our deck. We're not done yet. Still have 3. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Still got a game here. I'm gonna attempt to opt here. Let's find something. We need to start finding stuff now with our cantrips. Nope, not gonna do it. This could be a shark, which would really be bad, because then the shark would just start beating down on us, unfortunately. It's kind of how the control matchups go. It's kind of just, as anybody who's played Magic for a long time, it becomes a thing of like, when do you play your threats? It's possible that I should be playing more creature lands in here. Yeah, we're just getting lands. We're just in top deck mode going lands, which just doesn't feel good at all. Just does not feel good at all. Yeah, this is kind of where I thought we'd be. And the shark can really just start beating down. I don't have an answer to it now. This is a sad way to end our best of 3 with Izzet Fury. I can attempt to iterate, to find something, some sort of answer. Wow. This is where the the Unleashed Furies and the Raking Claws look just terrible, obviously. Yeah. Just one Teferi Planeswalker away from being too much to deal with. Nope. Unfortunately, you know, we went land. We still have plenty of ways to dig through our deck, but we're not finding them. Still have a lot of creatures left, not finding them. Kind of feels this way against. And this is how it feels against control. You either do your thing fast enough to kill the control player before they kill you, or you kind of just have to deal with it. Yeah, Hallbreaker comes in. Good game. That was a good game. That's all we can do. All right, let's go to the conclusion. So, in conclusion, with Izzet Fury and Historic, it's an okay deck. I mean, I think this is most of the decks that we're going to find here on Basement Brews. They're not going to be your meta-defining decks. They're going to be some stuff that's fun, and when it happens, it's really fun. We got to see Sprite Dragon go off with a couple Unleashed Furies and get really big and slap in for a ton of damage, and that's fun. We went 1 and 2. Our last matchup against Control seemed like an honest toss-up, I thought. And then we lost the first match. Gosh, I can't remember what we lost to the first match. Oh, no, we lost the mirror match as well. We won the Mono White Clerics, our first match, which I thought that our deck seemed really good against Mono White Clerics. We got enough control to deal with stuff before it gets too out of hand in that Mono White Cleric deck. So I'd say in conclusion, I would still play this deck. I think it's fun. I think that it's cool to, you have a lot of flexibility to put in certain Izzet spells and take certain Izzet spells out and see which ones are favorable to the matchups that you're facing. Jeskai Control is always going to be a tough match for us. However, I do like that our deck is a little more flexible against the Graveyard Hate. Maybe we need to take out some of the Unleashed Furies and the Raking Claws, and we don't need to lean so heavily on having a creature on the board. But I do feel like it's still a fun deck, and I'm glad that we played it. And, you know, thanks for being on Basement Brews. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button in our YouTube, the subscribe button, any other buttons you can hit. Just hit them all. Leave a comment, maybe saying what you'd like to see in this deck that isn't just the Arclight Phoenix Izzet build right now. Probably some cards out there. I'm sure there's cards out there I haven't thought of. So this will be it for this edition of Basement Brews. Izzet Fury, we had fun, and that's really all that matters.